Hello students, welcome to online biology class. So this is a day second of reproduction in organism. Here, so in last class we have seen that the reproduction definition and the type of reproduction, that asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction, the major difference we have seen. Under that one, the asexual reproduction type we covered. So just revise this examples one more time. Then we straightly go to the vegetative reproduction. So under asexual reproduction, first comes a fission, that is a mitotic division, based on the number of daughter cells. Either it is a binary fission or the multiple fission. Binary fission example, if it is unequal, then it is amoeba. If it is a longitudinal, example euglena. Transverse division, example paramecium. Oblique is a dinoflagellate. So multiple fission means take place in the amoeba. So based on the surrounding environment condition, amoeba either show the unequal division or the multiple fission. Next one is the budding. Budding means the small outgrowth or protrusion developed from the mother body. Initially it attached to the mother and it detached and developed individually. So budding is either external, exogenous, or internal, endogenous. External budding seen in the hydra and yeast. The figure of the budding is given in the inside textbook. Next one, the internal budding seen in the sponges where the gemmules are found. These are the internal buds. So budding is also the division. Here unequal division takes. Next one, spore formation, where you take the algae and fungi. The different types of spores are produced. Sometimes they are flagellated, sometimes non-flagellated. So microscopic asexual reproductive structures. Zoospores are the flagellated produced in the chlamydomonas, which is produced inside the mother body, that is an endogenous origin. Conidia produced on the branches of Penicillium, it is an exogenous, produced outside. Oidea is produced in Agaricus. Chlamydospore produced in the Candida, and Sporangiospore produced in the Rhizomes. Clear? So these are the typical examples. So these are the spore formation. Next one, fragmentation and regeneration. Still it is a confusing factor. Fragmentation and regeneration means fragmentation is actually meant for the asexual reproduction only. Here mother body cut into small pieces and every piece developed into new individual. Here special types of cell is not required. Fragmentation mostly is seen in the plant kingdom compared to the animal kingdom, specifically in the lower plants. Here regeneration is a phenomenon where the lost body part is regenerated. Here, so here, when you take the planaria or hydra, so in that one, the regeneration of the lost part is called the morpholexis. Regeneration of the complete organism is called the epimorpholexis. So for regeneration, the specific type of cells are required to regenerate this one. So this is nothing but the regeneration of lost organ. Fragmentation means actual mode of reproduction. Next one, encystation and sporulation seen in the amoeba during the unfavorable condition. During the unfavorable condition, the amoeba will withdraw its pseudopodia and thick three-layered wall is produced surrounding that one. That is the most toughest one. This amoeba will perinate during the unfavorable condition. As the favorable condition returns, the cyst wall dissolve. Inside to that one, multiple fission take place and large amount of small pseudopodiospores are released. That phenomena is called the sporulation. So these are the type of asexual reproduction. So now the vegetative propagation is also the asexual reproduction seen in the plant kingdom. Why it is called the asexual reproduction means here only one parent is involved. It is a uniparental. So definition can be written as any part of the plant other than the seed. If we use any part of the plant other than the seed is a product of sexual reproduction. Means after pollination, fertilization, fruit is formed. Inside that fruit, seed is there. If we use any part of the plant, either it is a root, stem, leaf, adventitious button, anything other than the seed, used to produce the new plant, the process is called vegetative propagation. and the part of the plant which is used for the producing the new plant is called the vegetative propagules. Clear? So in NCERT textbook, roughly some terminology is given: bulb, rhizome, sucker, offset, like this one. Examples are given, means terminology is given. Now we are going to cover the same topic in detail. So vegetative propagation, vegetative propagules, both are related. Now the one part, when you take the roots one, sometimes the tap roots are used as the vegetative propagules. Example, guava and dalbergy. Tap root. Adventitious root buds can be used as a vegetative propagules in case of sweet potato, dahlia and asparagus. So these are the root propagules. Yes, similarly, the stem, leaf modification can be used as a vegetative propagules. So this is about the root vegetative propagules. Now I am going to write the stem modification. Just wait for a second. Again, content will be there. We will continue this class. Clear? Yes, student. Now these are the other some examples of the vegetative propagules. So even page perfect level. Here some terminology given in the NCERT textbook. Still examples are not written. So try to understand it. So these are the root vegetative propagules. The taproot cuttings can be used as a vegetative propagation in case of the guava and dalbergy. The adventitious root buds can be used in the sweet potato, dahlia and asparagus. Clear? Now one by one, we will take the stem cuttings. It is classified into three types: underground, subaerial and aerial. Underground means below the soil, subaerial means just touching to the soil, and the aerial means it is above, superior part. Clear? So we will take the underground part. First one is the stem tuber. Example is potato. So we will take the potato. So this is the potato. On that one, the nodes and internodes are there, and these are the adventitious buds. If you cut this potato, and they can be used as a vegetative propagules, the potato is the example of stem tuber. Yes? Now, bulb means example onion and garlic. So two examples are there. The difference between the onion and garlic means the onion is like this. So it has the fleshy leaves, like this arrangement is there. This is the roots. And when you take the garlic, it has many scales are there. Yes, if you cut this onion, you will get the concentric ring like this. Yes, if you cut the garlic, you will get the scaly leaf like this. The complete onion is covered by the one protective covering, and the garlic is covered with each fleshy leaf is covered by its own tunicum. That's why the onion is a unique tunicated one, and garlic is a multi-tunicated one. The onion is covered by only one protective covering. Inside all fleshy leaves are there. When you take the garlic, every fleshy leaf is covered by each tunicum. So both are used as a bulb. Yes. Next one, rhizome. Rhizome means it is an underground stem modification which will grow horizontally. Example, turmeric, then ginger. If you observe the structure of turmeric and ginger, roughly it is a undifferentiated, means branching is there like this. On that one, nodes and internodes are there. Just below that one, roots will develop. So the rhizome is underground stem modification, which is seen in the turmeric, ginger, and even in some cases of banana. the rhizome is same. So this is the underground stem modification. Next one is a corm. Example, Colocasia and Amorphophallus. So corm means it is a rough spherical structure like this one. This is a corm in Colocasia and Amorphophallus. So don't get there is a underground stem modification that can be used as a vegetative properties. Almost 4 stem modifications, underground stem modifications are there. Stem tuber, bulb, rhizome and corm. Next one is a subaerial modification. Subaerial modification means, so they are touching the ground little bit, but every one show the different phenomena. Runner, offset, stolon and sucker. 4 are there. When you take the runner, so this is the grass. So this will produce runner and it will run parallelly and again touches the ground. Whenever it touches the ground, again it will produce the tuft of leaf and the root. So this is the runner. Example, grass like Oxalis Cynodon. So runner means it will jump from one place to another place. Wherever it touches the ground, it produces the leaf and the root. This is runner. If you sit in the garden and if you tear grass, the linear chain will come. So this is a runner. When you take the offset, the example means water hyacinth, or it is also called as the Iconia and this. The difference between this and this means the length of this internode is variable. Wherever it touches the ground, it produces the leaf. Means sometimes it is longer, sometimes it is shorter. The length of the internode is runner is variable. But when you take an offset, this is a water hyacinth. Yes. And this is the internode. The lower branches of stem elongate. Again, in the next internode only, it produces again leaf and the roots. This is the internode which is uniform in the offset, but here variable in the runner. When you take the stolon, example is jasmine. Yes, jasmine. So here this is a plant. So initially this stolon will grow horizontally, again it will go downside. Clear? The curvature is a little bit more in the stolon. First it will go upside, again downside. Again when it touches the ground, again it produces the leaf. So jasmine will show the stolon. Last one is the sucker. Example, mint and chrysanthemum. Sucker means even if you take the banana, so the rhizome is present. So sucker means this is the underground rhizome. From that one, the branches will arise and it will go upside the ground and it produces the leaf. Means it will grow a little bit obliquely and emerges and develop into new plant one. So this is a subaerial stem modification for the vegetative propagation. Runner example Oxalis and Cynodon. Offset example water hyacinth, or it is also called as the terror of Bengal or the Iconia crassicus. Next pistia, this is the offset. Sucker means the jasmine. And one more example is there, that is a strawberry for this one. Strawberry is there. So stolon means the lower branches. First it will run obliquely and again it will go downside, and whenever it touches the ground it produces again leaf. So sucker is the underground part, so it will run obliquely upside and again it produces the plant. So mint and the chrysanthemum in the sucker. So this portion is little bit confusing. Only example based. In examination, sometimes odd and out, sometimes questions will ask which is a runner, which is a sucker. Either match the following type questions are arise. So just go through this one. Next one is the aerial stem modification. Aerial stem means the part of the stem which is present just above the ground. It is nowhere touching the ground. So first one is a phylloclade. Example, opuntia. Opuntia means when you take the cactus. So this is a phylloclade. It is a leaf modification, stem modification. Just above that one, the spines are there. So these are the needle-like structure, which are the leaf modification. Whenever this phylloclade cuts and fall on the ground, sometimes the buds are present that will develop into new plant. Clear? So the buds which are present on the phylloclade used as a vegetative propagule. Next one is the bulbil. So the Agave americana, the agave plant, which is usually seen in the North Karnataka. So this is a tough needle-like leaves are there, so like this one. So when you visit the northern districts of Karnataka, like this one, bushes are just beside the roads. Here, when the vegetative reproduction phase starts, the center of this one, scab will produce, which is a long one. So the top of this, here bulbils are. So this is the agave, and these are the bulbils. Whenever these bulbils fall on the ground, again they produce the new plant. So these are the stem modification or the specific example meant for the vegetative propagation. But in your NCERT textbook, what they given only the bulb, then rhizome, runner, stolon, sucker, like this terminology is given, but examples are not mentioned. So just revise once. Vegetative propagation means the any part of the plant, if it is used, means other than the seed, used to produce the new plant, then the phenomena is called the vegetative propagation. The part is called the vegetative propagules. The parts means for the root, the taproot, in case of guava and dalbergia, used as a vegetative propagules. Adventitious root buds in the dahlia, asparagus and the sweet potato, also used as a vegetative propagules. Stem modification divides into three types: underground, subaerial and aerial. Underground stem, the stem tuber, typical example is a potato, where the adventitious buds are present in the nodal region. Bulb is a onion and garlic. Onion is a unitunicated, garlic is a multitunicated. Both used as a vegetative propagules. Rhizome, in this case turmeric, ginger and the banana. The rhizome is present, which is the underground stem modification, grow horizontal. Next one called, for example, Colcasia and Amorphophilus. So this is also underground stem modification. These are all underground stem modification. Subaerial stem modification means just touching the ground. Runner, the types of grasses are there, oxalis and cynoma. So the lower branches will run, produce, these branches will run to certain extent. Whenever it touches the ground, again produce the plant. If you cut this one, both the plant will develop. Yes, so this is a runner. Offset example, what are I saying? Otherwise, Icornia crassicans or pistia. In this case, the internode length is a specific. In every nodal region, it has to produce leaf and the root. This is a offset. Stolon example, jasmine and strawberry. This will go a little bit obliquely, again it touches the ground. Next one, sucker from the rhizome, the branches will arise, it will run obliquely and come above the ground and produce the plant. Example, mint and the chrysanthemum. These are sub-aerial modification. Aerial modification means phylloclade seen in the opuntia or cactus plant. It detached and fall on the ground and develop the new plant one. Bulbil seen in the Agave americana. So this is a plant seen in the North Karnataka. So this is a spiny leaves are there. This is a scab. Above that one, bulbils are produced. Whenever it falls, again it produces the new plant. So these are the aerial modification, means stem modification. In case of leaf, when you take the leaf example, so last one is the leaf. So advantages birds of bryophylla. Bryophylla is also used as a vegetative propagule. Clear? So bryophylla means, so leaf is like this one. It is a notchy leaves are there. So from this one again leaves are generated of this notches. So bryophyllum, the notch are used as a vegetative propagation. So these are the type of vegetative propagation. Next one is these are all natural vegetative propagation, means without any human interference. Next one is artificial vegetative propagation. Artificial means in horticulture department it is usually used one. So next is the artificial vegetative propagation topic. So just I'll grab this one. Artificial vegetative propagation means these are done by the human beings. So under this one, three types are there. First one is the cutting. Second one is layering. Third one is grafting. So three subheadings are there. So first one is the cutting, layering and grafting. In horticulture department, so try to understand what is the process. Here examples are not there. So cutting means, so either root cutting or the stem cutting. Root cutting or stem cuttings are there. Normal plants. Wherever the vegetative buds are there, on the roots or the stems one, they cut and they bury them. For example, root cutting, here lemon is there, tamarind. Clear? For the stem cutting, rose plant, sugarcane. So this is familiar example. If you take the rose or the sugarcane, only stem cutting used as a vegetative propagates, artificial. Even in the agricultural field, the farmers use the buds which are present in the nodal region of the sugarcane used as seeds only. So lemon, tamarind, so roses and the sugarcane, these are the cutting. Now the major part is the layering and the grafting. So layering means here some types are there. First one is simple layering. Second one is tip layering. Mound layering. Air layering. And serpentine layering. Simple layering means, so this is a plant, yes, has a produced branches one, and this is a soil. In this process, they will take the lower branches, these are the lower branches, and they make small wedge or the injury here on this stem, and this stem is again dipped into this soil. This stem, they create the small injury, notch on this stem and bury it in the soil. After some time, when the injured part exposed to the soil, this produces the roots. Yes? So then we'll cut this one. This portion is used as another plant. So simple layering means any branches of that stem, lower branches of stem, so small notch or the wedge is created and it is buried under the soil, and then one more new plant is produced. This will produce adventitious roots. Tip layering means same phenomena. Under tip layering, this is soil and this is a plant, and they will take the lower branches, only the tip is buried under the soil, tip of the plant one. Again from this tip, roots are developed. Okay? Once the root develop, this should be cut and this is used as a new plant. This is a tip layering. So simple layering means complete stem is buried. Tip layering means tip of that stem is buried under the soil. Next one is a mound layering. So this is a plant. Simple layering. This is a plant. Tip is for mound layering means this is a stem and these are the lower branches. Yes, up to the certain extent soil is buried here. Yes, ಈ ಕೆಳಗಿನ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಣ್ಣು ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ರೂಟ್ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ. So then these segments are cut and used as a vegetative propagate. So this is a simple layering, this is a simple layering, this is a tip layering, and this is the mound layering. So complete means almost half portion of the plant is covered by the soil mound. This mound layering. Air layering means this is a complete plant. Yes. They will create the notch or the injury on the stem one, and they will cover that portion with the grafting clay. It is completely covered here. So here again roots are done. On the single plant, many air layering can be done. After that one should be cut. It cut ಮಾಡಿ ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಗಿಡ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So this is the air layering. When it is a serpentine layering, this is the plant. You take the lower branch and they dip the branch just below the soil like this continuously, and this branch will produce the roots like this. So this is about the layering, where the small portion of stem is taken and injury is created, and above that one soil is applied here. So either in the form of simple layering, tip layering, and mound layering, air layering, or the serpentine layering. So sometimes grafting clay is also applied. When grafting clay means that is a mixture of soil, hay, and cow dung. So in that will promote the formation of the adventitious root. Once the adventitious roots are formed, the stem is cut and used as a this one. So now next one is a grafting. Under this grafting, again types are there. One is a wedge grafting. Second one is a crown grafting. Third one is a approach grafting. Fourth one is a tongue grafting. So in grafting, two portions are there. So this is the plant, yes. So this is the root portion, which has a superior root system. Above that one more portion of the same genus or the same related plants are grafted. So this is a graft. This lower root portion is called as a stalk. This is a root, and this portion is called as a scion. This is a stem. Remember this one. The stalk is a root portion, scion is the stem portion. Yes? So this grafting is done only in the dicot plant, not in the monocot plant. Wherever the cambium is present, in that plant's grafting is done. Now wedge grafting means only. So this is a stalk and this is a scion. Yes? The scion will be like this one and stalk. This is a wedge. If this is a stalk, I will cut like this wedge one. In that one, the scion is inserted. So this is a wedge grafting, only one. Yes? Surrounding this one again, the grafting clay is molded and it is tied clay. So after certain period of time, both the tissue will graft it. Yes? Next one, crown grafting means, in this case, the large stalk is taken, means the diameter is very large. On that one, many scions are added. This is a one scion, this is another scion, this is another scion. So this is a crown grafting. Crown grafting means only one stalk and many scion. ಅಂದರೆ ರೂಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು 5-6 ಸ್ಕಿಯೋನ್ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ರೌನ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ 3-4 ಕ್ರೌನ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕಿಯೋನ್ಸ್. ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ one plant. This is the stalk. Yes? Just ಇದರ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕಿಯೋನ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್. This is a scion, means it is a part of another stem. This is the stalk. The blue color is the stalk one. And this is a scion. ಎರಡು ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಜುರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಟ್ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. This is a tight. Clear? After certain period, both the tissue will merge. Now, the stalk portion above this one is cut. The nailing portion is cut ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ stalk. Here, scion ಅನ್ನು grafted portion ಗಿಂತ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So in approach grafting, when long stalk is approached towards the long scion region, so both are merged. After a certain time, the portion of the stalk above the grafted region is cut. The portion of the scion below the grafted region is cut. Cut ಮಾಡಿ ಇವೆರಡೂ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಒಂದು ಗಿಡ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ. This is the result. ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So this is the approach grafting. Next one, tongue grafting means, so this is the stalk and this is the tongue. Means wedge shape and cut ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು grafting. So this is different, this is different. Wedge means ಈ type of tongue means almost oblique cut ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಿ. Clear? One more is there, that is right here only. Bud grafting. Bud grafting means, so this is a stem, yes, so these are the leaf portions. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ in the exile region or the internode region ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ bud ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. So only this bud is grafted. This bud is from the another plant and this stem is another portion. So this will develop into complete plant. Only the bud portion is grafted with the stem one. So like this one, so many technologies are there which is used in the horticulture department. So ಎರಡು ಬೇರೆ ವೆರೈಟಿ ಮರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ತಳಿ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತಾರೆ. So cutting means only any part of the plant cut and inserted. That plant only done. Layering ದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು superior ಗಿಡದಿಂದ multiple copy ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿ. So this, for example, this is a superior variety of mango. Suppose if I want to produce the same variety of mango, this is not possible in the sexual reproduction. If you approach this layering one, the superior variety of the same mango plant can be produced by using the layering one. Simple layering, tip layering, very tip hakidu, mound layering, ಮಣ್ಣು ಹಾಕಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಏರ್ ಲೇಯರಿಂಗ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಲೇ ಹಚ್ತಾರೆ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಬ್ರಾಂಚಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಪೆಂಟೈನ್ ಲೇಯರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ಲಿ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್ ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೇಯರಿಂಗ್. ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಜ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್, ಕ್ರೌನ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್, approach grafting, tongue grafting and the bud grafting, these are the types of grafting. So actually these techniques are used in the raspberry, strawberry or even lemon plant, even guava plant, mango, sapota plant ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್. Yeah? So this is about the artificial vegetable propagation. So here the asexual reproduction topic finished. So next only the sexual reproduction topic ಬಂದರೆ, so sexual reproduction ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರೀಫ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So sexuality of organism, the events of sexual reproduction ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. So event of pre-sexual reproduction ಅಂದರೆ pre-fertilization event, fertilization and post-fertilization. Yeah? So in next class we will cover the sexual reproduction in detail. After that only we will solve the MCQs. So ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಓದ್ರಿ. ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ NCERT ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಬೈಬಲ್. NCERT ಬುಕ್ಕು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ವೈಸ್ ಲೈನ್ ಓದ್ಕೊಡಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಡೌಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯದ ಕಾಳಜಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ನೈಸ್ ಡೇ. ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್. ಗುಡ್ ಬೈ.